Good afternoon, everyone. Um, Today we will discuss about the basic theorems on differentiation. Okay, so this is the basic, meaning to say, dili ta mag-start mag-study on how to integrate to find the derivative of any functions. Okay, so let us first consider our first theorem. Okay, first theorem is if f of x is equal to c, where c is any constant, then the derivative of f of x, denoted by this f prime of x, is equal to 0. So in other words, the derivative of any constant is always 0. Muna siya atong theorem number 1. For example, no? You're given y is equal to negative 9. So find the derivative of negative 9. So padali na kay class. It is denoted by y prime is equal to 0. Okay? Okay, kani. Example number 2, y is equal to 100. Then find its derivative. Again, since 100 is a constant, its derivative is 0. Right? So, inana atong theorem 1 stated that if a function given is equal to a constant, then its derivative is 0. Okay? Let's proceed to theorem 2. If f of x is equal to x to the power of n, where n is any real number, then the derivative of the function is equal to n times x to the power of n minus 1. In other words, ginaog lang ni mo ning power nga n diri siyang left side, imong gi-copy ang power, then nag-minus 1 din ka sa iyang power. That's the power rule, no? Where n here is any real number. It can be positive or negative numbers. Okay? For example, okay, I'll give you an example to this. Okay? F of x is equal to x to the power of 6. Okay? So find its derivative. So again, applying the theorem 2, derivative f prime of x is equal to, we will just copy 6, then we copy the variable x, then 6 minus 1. And simplify further, you have 6 x to the power of 5. Inano ka simple, no? Okay, how about kani? Another example. Y is equal to x to the power of negative 5. Observe that the power here of x is negative, no? So, we can directly apply theorem 2, which is the power rule, no? So, you have here y prime, copy again negative 5, then x, negative 5 minus 1. So, simplify further, you have negative 5, x, negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6. Then, simplify further because the power of x is negative 6, so it should be written as negative 5 over x to the power of 6. Bring down x to the power of negative 6 of us. Okay? And this is the answer. Nanara itong power rule. Another example. Lain lang na itong example para dali. 3. Y is equal to square root of x. Okay, observe na dili na ito makuha dito yung derivative sa square root sa radical, no? So, in other words, we need to rewrite this to its equivalent form. Kung kadumdum pa ta sa itong algebra about radicals, dali kita makakuha catch-up ani. Kaning square root of x is still the same as x to the power of 1/2. Right? Kung cube root, x to the power of 1/3. Kung fourth root, x to the power of 1/4. Inana ra siya. Then power rule Japan, the same. Atong first example, positive iyang exponent. Sa second example, negative. Sa third example, rational ang iyang exponent. So, apply the theorem number 2. So, y prime, copy ang power, 1/2, then x, 1/2 minus 1. Always man tayo mag-minus 1 sa derivative. Okay, so you have here, simplify further, y prime, 1/2 x. What is 1/2 minus 1? That is negative 1/2, no? Then simplify further, kay dili man ta pwede mag-final answer where the power of your variable is negative. So we can rewrite that as 1 over 2x to the power of 1 half, which also equivalent to 1 over 2 square root of x. It's just the same. Okay? So mo na itong duha ka basic theorems. First theorem, the derivative of a constant is 0. Second theorem, the derivative of a power, no? So power rule. So just copy the process. Okay. Let's move on now to theorem number 3. It says that if f of x is equal to cg of x, where c is any constant, then the derivative of the function is given by c. You just copy c times the derivative of g of x. So constant multiple rule siya. Okay. So for example, hatag ta. Find the derivative. So y is equal to 2x squared. Okay. What is the derivative? For example, 2x squared. So its derivative is given by, you just copy y prime, copy 2 times power ni x, you have 2x 2 minus 1. And that is y prime is equal to 4. 2 times 2, 4x. So that is the answer. Right? Simple as that. Then, another example to that. Number 2. Y is equal to negative 3x to negative 3. So, the binana, negative pa ang number, ang constant, negative pa yung power. So, again, using the theorem you have here, y prime, you copy negative 3 times negative 3 na power, x, negative 3 minus 1. Still, parehara Japon. Y prime,